What's good, gang? It's your boy, Xayjblack, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another YouTube video. Amen. Same man. I'm happy to be here. Shit. Today we got our first fraud reactions. And you want to know why it's called fraud? Because we got Benjamin bar outside. Hey, that's a bar. I can't even lie. But hey, today for our first reaction video, we got That Time ICHIGO Sold the Whole Soul Society by that boy Calm_9. Hey, bruh. As y'all don't know, I'm a big fan of Bleach, so I'm excited to get into this video and shit like that. But but hey, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hey, if y'all got any reaction videos ideas, if y'all got more THC ideas, make sure to comment down below. Hey, let a nigga know. But hey, before we start this video, you already know we gotta take this first hit. Oh yeah, that's better. Let's get into this shit.
Before we talk about Ichigo's historic run in the Soul Society, we gotta talk about the fall off. Renji and Byakuya pull up to come and take Rukia, and Ichigo's like, now hold on just a second. Renji hits Ichigo with the we do not care and slashes bro across the chest with his Zanpakuto, dropping Ichigo down to both knees. Renji thinking he won the fight, but Ichigo stands back up,
This is
and
when
then
my
his
boy
spiritual
Ichigo lost
pressure
all
just
his aura
starts to
points.
pulsate. Ichigo says, sorry, you must not know about me, man. My name is Hemchigo Kurosaki. Get it right. Ichigo gets up and rushes Renji. He knocks bro back with this me strong ass Zanpakuto. And pause, bro. Just look at this smile, bro. This grin on Ichigo's face. He know what he doing. This nigga Hall of Fame jersey ain't ever leaving the rafters. And Renji gets up, and then this nigga forehead start bleeding. Bro must think you a wrestler. This nigga gigged. And I just know Renji pissed because Ichigo said some damn, I can't even feel nothing right now. I know that guy Renji Schmeckledorf right now. He's like, what do you mean you can't feel anything right now? And Ichigo starts dogging bro. He's weaving all of Renji's attacks, and then he jumps off this guardrail trying to strike down Renji. But then this nigga Byakuya pulls up, and he just
hold on. I gotta say something. This shit bothered me ever since I watched Bleach. Bro, what the fuck is that shit on his forehead? I know that can't be tattoos. Well, I know that can't be that nigga's eyebrows. But I'm just trying to think, what type of crack was this nigga on? What type of hardcore junkie drugs was this nigga on for him to make this idea? I understand all the other shit on his arms and shit like that because that shit look cool as shit. But what the fuck was he thinking getting that shit on his forehead? I don't know. Maybe it's a tribal thing, but you guys let me know.
He's like, yo, what just happened? Where'd the rest of my sword go? I know Renji didn't do it. I know the nigga with the taco holders in his head didn't do it. And then he looks down at Byakuya's hand, and then he sees his whole sword in Byakuya's hand. He's like, oh, nah, I'm not like that, bro. If you're in a fight and a nigga takes your weapon so fast that you didn't even notice it, you gotta go. You gotta go back home, dog. You're not gonna win that altercation. And then Byakuya speed blitzes Ichigo and beats his ass like he's behind him now. Ichigo got hit about 47,000 times. He didn't even know. He lost. So after this, Ichigo trains with Kisuke to become a Soul Reaper. Him and Squad being Chad, Orihime, and Uru pull up the Soul Society like, hey, let's go get our nigga back. Before they can actually get into the Serete, they gotta get past Jidambo, the gatekeeper. And the guy in front of the gate blocking gang from getting through into the Serete is Jidambo. And he's just a me strong ass nigga. Really ain't even all that strong. He makes a little line in the sand, but Ichigo was already behind it, and Jidambo's like, hey, I'm gonna start beating the ass on my axes.
Wait a second.
Me strong.
Bro, that nigga really do look like a barbaric ass SpongeBob. Why did I never think of that shit? That shit. Bro, that shit funny. Oh my gosh.
Strong ass nigga. Really ain't even all that strong. He makes a little line in the sand, but Ichigo was already behind it, and Jidambo was like, hey, I'm gonna start beating your ass with my axes. Ain't nobody ever in the past like 15 years been able to guard against my attack. And Ichigo's like, yeah, alright nigga, I'll see. And Jidambo starts spamming these attacks on Ichigo, but Ichigo has blocked and not moved a single inch from any of these attacks. Ichigo's like, I think it might be my turn next. And Jidambo's like, hold on. Wait. I got something for that ass. And he pulls out a second axe. And I don't know what outcome that he thought was going to change if Ichigo broke 0 sweats, moved 0 inches from that previous fury of attacks with that first axe. But him bringing out the double axes just made it more disrespectful when Ichigo broke both of them at the same time. Also beating the Baba Booey out of Jidambo all in one slice. After Jidambo got his ass beat, he's like, you know what, bro? We could just come on into the Sarate. Fire this nigga immediately. You know what? I'm not even mad at what Gin did to this nigga, because his one and only job was to guard niggas from getting into the Sarate, and he's just letting niggas in. Nah. And Gin cut this nigga Jidambo's arm off. It didn't happen in the anime, but in the manga, Jidambo's arm is not connected to his body any longer. And Ichigo pulls up on Gin.
But that's the one thing about this anime. Niggas really be losing limbs. Like, I remember, like, looking through the manga and shit where, like, a lot of shit was censored. Niggas was really getting they shit yeeted off their body. Fucking arms, legs, fucking ribs, torso. It don't fucking matter. And they don't discriminate, too. I remember one of the advisors, who was it? That nigga Ging cut her whole body in half. Like, she had no legs. Bro, that shit was crazy.
Oh my goodness. If Gin was actually trying and wanted to kill Ichigo, he could have done it 46 times here. And Gin uses his Shikai and knocks Ichigo and Jidambo right back out of the Sarate. Frame 1. I know after Ichigo got laid on his ass, he said the lights were brighter than I expected. So after Ichigo got his ass beat and didn't want to show nobody to fight, Squad finds Kukaku and Ganju, and then they shoot these 4 niggas out of a cannonball into the Sarate, and then we get into the real first fight, bro. Ichigo versus Ikkaku. So Ichigo lands, and then this bald nigga starts pressing him. I'd also make that face too if I were you, Ichigo. Like, who are you? Get out of my face. Ikkaku tries to strike Ichigo down, but Ichigo gets out the way, and he tries to hit Ikkaku with his very own strike. But Ikkaku parries with his scabbard, and then he tries to go in for the slash while Ichigo is but Ichigo jumps over that. And then these niggas start going crazy. I'm talking about Minka all over the Sarate. Ichigo winds up upside down somehow. This nigga loves showing off. Even when the whole arm present, bro. You just gotta love a showman. And then Ikkaku and Ichigo trade blows. Ikkaku stabbed Ichigo above the eye, and Ichigo kinda nicked Ikkaku on the right side of his face. And then Ikkaku's like, you might be a little.
Bro, that's crazy to think about looking back through this shit. Like, as somebody to, like, well, not finished, but I'm in the 1,000 Year Blood War in the anime. But that's crazy to think. Ikkaku really could have handled this nigga. This nigga just, I swear to God, every single one of those captains, they be on some bullshit, because they be knowing they have way more power than they actually do, but they always keep holding back. I swear to God, it's worse than they do in fucking Dragon Ball. This shit is ridiculous. Like, fuck Ikkaku, you got a Bankai. You could have been handled Ichigo. Well, I don't know about handle, because that nigga still got the Zangetsu. But even still, you could have done a way better job. Same with you, Kenpachi. You my favorite captain, but you not. You not. Ooh.
A little nice with the blicky. And then he goes into his Shikai, and he starts cooking Ichigo. I'm talking about Ichigo thinks that he got inside Ikkaku's range so he can land a strike on him. But that was just a setup so Ikkaku can use the 3-pole part of his Shikai. And he tries to decapitate this nigga Ichigo, but Ichigo sacrificed his arm instead. This nigga Ichigo a real hooper. After his arm almost got cut in half, Ichigo uses the cloth part of Zangetsu to wrap up his wound, and Ikkaku's like, yo, why are you still fighting? You're half blind and you ain't got no arm. Like, what are you still doing, bro? Just give up. And Ichigo's like, the Save a Homie hotline has been blaring off in my head for like 3 weeks. I gotta save Rukia or I'm gonna go insane. And Ichigo lunges at Ikkaku and almost tears this whole block of buildings down. And that had my nigga Ikkaku shook. You like, hey bro, you need to relax. It's not that serious. I'm sorry. And then Ikkaku's like, alright bro, time to put the bricks to you, little nigga. and he rushes Ichigo, and then these niggas start going crazy. I'm talking about Mika all over the Serete. Kaku wraps his 3-pole arm around Ichigo's sword, kind of disarming, bro, but he just did that so he could kick this nigga in the face. I love this bald nigga so much, I ain't gonna lie. And then Ikaku thwaps Ichigo in the face with Shikai, and Ichigo is laid on the ground. Ikaku starts talking heavy like, hey, what happened to all that mess he was talking earlier? And then Ichigo like, don't worry, I got it now. He gets back up and then he jumps at Ikaku, striking down with this nasty ass gust of just power. And then we see the aftermath of that attack, and Ikaku got cut down the chest, and then his Shikai also got cut in half. Crazy ass Ikaku with half his sword and half the amount of blood he had in his body 4 seconds ago was like, it ain't over. And he's just like, alright bro, I'll put you down if I gotta put you down. So Ikaku comes charging at Ichigo with 10% health left, and Ichigo and Ikaku exchange blows once again. We can obviously see Ichigo's blow way better than what Ikaku did. And Ikaku got smoked, dropped down to the ground. He even admitted in his head that Ichigo was stronger. God, do I love this bald-headed man. Too bad this nigga peaks in like an arc and never does anything useful ever again. So we skip forward a bunch, and now we're on to the rematch between Ichigo and Renji. And this is a full power Renji. The Renji that Ichigo fought prior was not at full power. And then these niggas start talking heavy to each other. Renji jumps down from this big ass tower, and Ichigo rushes Renji, pushing him back up against this rock. Renji's like, oh, you like to push niggas up against rocks? Okay, bet. He pulls out Zabimaru, and then he launches Ichigo through a wall. And Ichigo comes out the wall messed up. Ikaku slashed above Ichigo's left eye, and now the right side of Ichigo's face is cooked. That one attack got Ichigo reeling. This nigga's vision's already doubling after that one attack. Oh nah bro, the lights might have been a little too bright for our boy Ichigo, cause this is crazy. After Ichigo got folded by that one attack, Renji got off on Ichigo. Ichigo been on the back foot and defensive this whole fight. He's over here counting the amount of attacks Renji does before he gets tired, and he says, alright, it's 3. I'm finna go on for the kill. So he dodges 3 times, and then he pulls up and gets stabbed, dropping down to both knees. My goat going out sad right now. And then Renji says, alright bro, time to put your little baby ass to sleep. And he winds up an attack and tries to hit Ichigo, but Ichigo gets up out the way with the remaining energy he had left. Ichigo gets up and he's like, alright bro, it's time to cook. He jumps up in the air, and then Renji launches an attack at Ichigo. But Ichigo hits Renji with this nasty ass Euro step mid-air. He lands right next to him. He deflects one of Renji's attacks, and then he charges up this big ass slash, breaks Renji's Shikai, and he cuts that nigga down, creating this big ass explosion. But I just gotta say, Ichigo, you gotta stop breaking these niggas' swords. This is expensive. And then the funniest tweet spawned from this. I can't find it on Twitter no more, but here's a screenshot from Google. Ichigo this whole time has just been running up the ranks. A regular Soul Reaper, a 3rd rank, a lieutenant.
Bro, that is dead ass facts though. As a Renji better than me. As a man, I'm too prideful. I'm way too prideful. Even though I know how strong my boy Ichigo is, if my girl in trouble, if my female in trouble, I gotta do it myself. I can't let no other nigga save. I can't let no other nigga save her. See, Renji, that was your problem. If Ichigo really wanted to, he could have took Rukia away from you. But nah, that nigga Ichigo just into thicker women. I can't blame him. Or he may look good as hell.
Captain in the name of Kenpachi Zaraki, and Ichigo's running, trying to go save Rukia, and then he just feels like nigga put a sword to his throat. He's like, wow, that was strange. I don't know why I felt that. He turns around, he looks up, and then this big, dumb, stupid ass spiritual pressure just starts raining down on Ichigo. And he's like, it's you. Kenpachi. And then Kenpachi, that was in front of Ichigo on a very high building, is now behind Ichigo. And he's like, how long you gonna look over there? And Ichigo just felt like he got stabbed in the chest. Hey nigga, go home. Go home, bro. You're not winning that fight, bro. That nigga got from down there behind you that fast and you didn't notice it. You just gonna have to tell Rukia deuces, because you're not gonna do anything in this fight, big dog. And Ichigo felt like he just got attacked in the chest, and all Kenpachi did was exist. Like, nah. And then we switched to Rukia in the cell saying, hey Ichigo, I get it, bro. You're gonna have to get up out of here. You must give up on me. A nigga like me heard Rukia saying it, I'm dipping frame 1. If you put a nigga named Kenpachi Zaraki in front of my face, this nigga is the literal definition of smoke demon. He puts bells on his hair so niggas can know when he's coming so that they can get ready for a fight. Ichigo, you're not like that. I'm sorry. I'm saying, like, you look up the definition smoke demon in the dictionary and Kenpachi Zaraki is written on the rest of that page. And then Kenpachi asks if Ichigo is Ichigo Kurosaki, and a nigga like me would have said nah and walked away. I'm not fighting this nigga. Ichigo tells gang to get up out of there, that they're not like that, but Ichigo should heed his own advice because he's also not like that. Ichigo starts to power up, and then Kenpachi like, you know what, you got some nice spiritual pressure. Nigga opens up his vest to show his abs and is like, hey, I'll let you go ahead and get the first strike. Oh nah, Ichigo, get out of there. He's finna flex on you very dirty. I don't want to see you get done like that. Ichigo runs at Kenpachi full force, swings at this nigga full force, and not even a dent or scratch or budge happened to Kenpachi. Quite in fact, the absolute opposite of taking damage happened to Kenpachi. Ichigo got hurt hitting that nigga with his own attack. Nah, Ichigo, put the sword up. Go ahead and give up on Rukia, because there's nothing you can do here, man. And then Kenpachi grips Ichigo's sword barehanded and pushes that nigga away. And then Yachiru starts calling that nigga sorry. The Kenpachi Yachiru combo kinda
nasty.
You'll fight Kenpachi, and then you'll find out that you're not like that, and then Yachiru will tell you to your face that you're not like that. And then Kenpachi pulls out his sword, and then he says, don't die before I can get the rust off this thing. I don't want to sound like I'm glazing, but how can you watch Kenpachi do anything at all and not be like, this is the coolest guy to ever breathe? And then Ichigo and Kenpachi start going crazy. I'm talking about Mika all over the Serete. But Kenpachi is just so nonchalant with it. He then just lets Ichigo get another free lick off, and it does nothing again. And then after Ichigo hit Kenpachi and it did nothing, that nigga starts running away. I'm not even mad at bro, because what are you supposed to do when you start hitting a nigga and they don't move? Like, they don't flinch, they don't react, it's just nothing. Like, I'm running away. But Ichigo a better man than me, because Ichigo like, hold on, if I just lock in, maybe I'll be able to pop off. So he turns back around and then he slashes Kenpachi across the chest again. And this one does actual damage. My nigga is going up in the world. Let's go. But now that Kenpachi got himself an actual fight, bro starts to turn up. They clash, but Kenpachi grips Ichigo's sword, lifting that nigga up by the sword. And he was about to stab bro in the face, in the gut. It don't matter where he was about to stab. Ichigo was just about to die. But Ichigo kicked his hand to get away, and Ichigo lost Kenpachi just for bro to be right behind him, getting ready to murk bro, but Ichigo blocked that attack. And then Kenpachi violates. I'm talking about, oh my goodness. Ichigo puts up his sword to go for a block.
Nah, this was one of the most disrespectful
slowly
moments in that whole
starts
arc.
to pierce through this nigga Ichigo's sword with his very own sword. Pause. Just take a look at this visual. What do you do in this situation? You're fighting a nigga with a sword, and then the guy you're fighting with a sword stabs through your sword with his own sword. It just cuts you because he can. What the hell do you want me to do against a nigga like this? I'm going home. I can't deal with him anymore. And then Ichigo's sword snaps in half. I'm not gonna lie, Ichigo deserved that. After all, this nigga has just been breaking Zanpakuto's toes in Soul Society like it was nothing. And then Ichigo has a coming to Jesus moment with old man Zangetsu. He's like, hey nigga, do you want to just live or do you want to win? And then Ichigo's like, I kind of want to beat this nigga ass. He's been doing me dirty for a minute. And then he's like, then stand up. And Ichigo stands up. And now this time it isn't Ichigo being Schmeckledorf, it's Kenpachi. And then Ichigo speed blitzes and slashes that nigga in the shoulder. Oh my goodness. Ichigo pushes Kenny back and Kenpachi's like, oh, we turning up now, aren't we? And then he runs at Ichigo. Ichigo slashes Kenpachi from the nose all the way up under his eye. And that nigga Kenpachi did not give a single damn. And almost cooked this nigga Ichigo. These guys are just going crazy. They're clashing swords over and over again. Ichigo's just getting these slashes off on Kenpachi. And that nigga does not care about it. He just wants...
All I want to say is, when it comes to Kenpachi, all these other crazy ass niggas in anime, all them fucking masochists that just love to fight, they just got that energy to them. This nigga was the blueprint of all this shit. He really was, and you can't deny that.
Wants this fight to go on longer. And Ichigo, after cutting this nigga for the 47th time, is like, something wrong with this guy. I cut this nigga about a 47 times and he's just laughing. This nigga needs an insane asylum. And then Kenpachi starts laughing again. And then old man Zangetsu pops up and he's like, hey Ichigo, that nigga don't know the name of his sword. He suck, beat his ass. And he's just like, alright man, I guess I can do that. So both Ichigo and Kenny were charging up a super duper last final resort attack. And then they both lunge at each other and clash. And Kenpachi pierced through Ichigo with his sword, but Ichigo damn near cut this nigga Kenpachi in half. You can't see it in the anime because the anime likes to censor stuff, but I'll show you the manga where Ichigo damn near cut this nigga Kenpachi in twain. But Ichigo falls on the ground first, and Kenpachi still standing like, damn, that nigga beat my ass, you won, and he falls down too. So Ichigo finally pulls up, is about to come save Rukia, but then here come Byakuya a bitch ass again. But here come Mother Yoruichi saying, no. He's not ready to fight you. I'm gonna train this nigga on how to unlock Bankai real quick, and then he gonna beat your ass, okay? And then Byakuya like, I don't believe you, but okay. So Yoruichi starts training Ichigo and Renji on how to unlock their Bankai, and golly, do I love this woman. I know this video was just about Ichigo's fights, but there's two fights that I want to talk about that don't involve Ichigo, and that's the Renji versus Byakuya one, and then Mayuri versus Uryu. So Orihime and Uryu are now disguised as Soul Reapers. And then this freak ass nigga Mayuri pulls up. Top 3 captains, by the way. And bro was talking about drugging niggas. Like, what? Orihime over here trying to save people because she's just a nice ass girl. And then here come Uryu pulled up, frame one, Blick aimed right at Mayuri's forehead. Mayuri says, oh, a Quincy, I'm done studying you niggas so you can get the hell out of my face. And then Ichigo says, hey, Orihime, get up out of here, bro. I'm finna box this nigga out. And then while Orihime's running, Mayuri tries to yoke her up, but Uryu shoots Mayuri's extendo arm. You think Mayuri had just hated that? Like, that was kind of inconvenient, bro. You know how long this takes to set up? And then he just rips off that arm and spawns another one. Yeah, this nigga Mayuri is different. And then Mayuri goes into a Shikai, and then he throws Nemo at Uryu just so he could cut through him at the same time. This nigga Mayuri suck, but he's my GOAT still. And then Mayuri starts stomping Nemo out for being useless. I know, Mayuri sucked, but he my GOAT, so lay off. And Nemo my GOAT too. You anime owners, you're gonna have to wait about another 6 months to see that though. And Mayuri over here drugging Nemo, and then this starts giving Uryu PTSD flashbacks to what his dad was doing, because his dad's a doctor and stuff. He did that type of stuff. And then Uryu gets up and uses a scuffed ass while standing. And then he shoots this big ass arrow at Mayuri. And then Mayuri's like, this nigga's fast. But that's all. He dodges the arrow and he looks up just to see Uryu right in front of bro, getting ready to shoot him with another arrow. And he lands clean right on the nigga Mayuri, sending him down to the ground. And then Uryu tells the nigga Mayuri to stand down, and if you don't, the next attack gonna be 3 times stronger. And then Mayuri's like, who do you think you're talking to? And then Mayuri is the first nigga in the entirety of Bleach that we see go Bankai. Mayuri's Bankai is just a big ass baby. It starts charging at Uryu, and Uryu says, we do not care. And floats the Bankai in Mayuri. I know bro isn't dead, but god damn, he got done worse than Toji. So Renji finishes Bankai training like, hey Byakuya, it's me and you now. You can't beat me no more. I'm not that little kid you used to bully no more. I'm big bro now. So Byakuya speed glitches Renji, but Renji catches it and blocks the strike. And Byakuya backs away. He's like, hold on, you might be like that. Well, Byakuya said, alright bro, I got something for that ass. Tries to use his Shikai, and Renji intercepts it with his Shikai and stops Byakuya from activating it. And then Renji goes Bankai. And then Renji launches an attack at Byakuya, but Byakuya uses Senbon Sakura and breaks it apart. But Byakuya don't know if that's a part of Renji's plan. And then Byakuya uses a Hado, no incantation, just straight up blasts Renji with it. And Renji like, damn, that nigga can do that good with no incantation. And after Byakuya did that, that caught Renji off guard. And then Byakuya hits Renji with another Kido, and it straight up gut checks bro, and then locks him in place like a prison. And then Byakuya's like, you still think you can defeat me? And Renji's like, bro, I can't move. What do you want me to do now? You're cheating. And then Byakuya's like, alright. You want Bankai? You want to see a real Bankai? And then Byakuya goes into his Bankai. And nigga says scatter, Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi. And then he cooks my guy Renji. Oh my goodness. Byakuya's like, oh, you're still alive. Go ahead, log out though. You don't want these problems. And then Renji's like, bro, I want to pipe down your sister. And Byakuya did not take too kindly to that. and started throwing these pink swords at Renji, hitting this nigga in all sorts of limbs and stuff. Renji now on all fours.
Bro,
like,
wait,
damn,
hold on.
I might be
That's probably why that nigga Byakuya did that nigga so dirty. He knew that nigga Renji wanted to fuck his sister. He was like, bruh, he had to go in the big bro mode. He could not let that shit slide. Like, I kind of, like, when you really think about it, hold on, because you kind of gotta think about it and kind of, like, in an actual real life perspective, like one of your homeboys, or, like, more specifically, your little bro, he keep, like, wanting to, like, fuck your sister, and, like, bro, you just not having that, like, I don't know, I kind of understand now that I kind of thought about it like that.
For real, I'm 0-3 this whole arc. Nah, that's crazy. And Renji gets up and does one final desperation attack on Byakuya. I don't know if that's Renji's blood or Byakuya's blood. Someone's blood is on Byakuya's cheek. And Byakuya's like, your fangs definitely reached me. You might be like that, Renji. I'll give you your applause. And then he puts his scarf over Renji and walks away. And now it's time for a real eater. Here comes my GOAT. Him, Chico Kurosaki, fresh off that Bankai training. My GOAT pulls up on 3 lieutenants and smokes them frame 1 without the Bankai, just hands. And he did it so fast that all 3 of these niggas hit the ground at the same time. Oh nah. And then Byakuya pulls up, and then these niggas clash. Ooh, nah, this nigga Ichigo different.
Bro, I swear that
and Ichigo starts talking crazy. He says, I can see your moves, little nigga. You're not fast to me anymore. And then Byakuya's like, alright, bro, I'm gonna just kill you. Then he charges up and starts pressuring down on Ichigo. But Ichigo knocks it back. And then both these niggas start charging up and clashing. But then Byakuya is gonna cut Ichigo in half, but Ichigo flash stepped up out of there. And then Byakuya starts chatting, and Ichigo like, hold on. How about you shut your ass up and just show me your Bankai? And then Byakuya like, I bet. And then Ichigo just swats away Byakuya's Bankai with a Getsu gun. And Byakuya like, hold on, what? Nah, hold on. That was kind of crazy. Is this the true power of your Banpato? And Ichigo's like, hey man, I want you to pull out your Bankai one more time so I can beat the dog dookie piss out of you at 100%, so there can be no way you can call this ass whooping I'm about to give you a fluke. But then Byakuya starts cooking Ichigo with Zenbone Sakura, and then Ichigo like, hold on. Maybe I got a little too cocky. There's no way I could beat a Bankai without a Bankai. And then Byakuya's like, no way, your ass got a Bankai. And you're like, I bet. Let me show you something real quick. And then we see the GOAT go Bankai for the first time. And I'm telling you, every time I see this scene, no matter how many times it is, I get hyped. It just delivers the right amount of serotonin to my brain that I need. And Byakuya, at the sight of Ichigo's Bankai, is perplexed, bewildered, led astray, schmeckledorfed even. Like, this nigga is very confused right now. And then Byakuya was like, that's not a Bankai. This nigga was right, by the way. All of us that saw this for the first time just thought Byakuya was pissed that Ichigo got Bankai so fast. And then this performance that he does against Byakuya right now puts him up there with Miles Morales as Weave Nation co-founder, because he's just dodging all of these Zenbone Sakura pellets coming at him. And he's talking heavy too. Bro started flash stepping around Byakuya and says, hey, am I moving too slow for you? Want me to go a little faster? Bro, this nigga is like that. Ichigo start doing good in the fight, and that nigga don't know how to act. I love this nigga. And then Byakuya starts controlling Zenbone Sakura with his hand. He says it makes Zenbone Sakura 2 times faster. Ichigo still dodges all of it effortlessly. This is my GOAT. But Byakuya ensnared Ichigo. He got all the Zenbone Sakura petals all around Ichigo. And this nigga got a little too excited in his grown age. And he says, I got him. But Ichigo sliced and diced all of it away. Not a single one hit this nigga. I'm telling you, man. Ichigo's so different here, man. They don't make him like this no more. And then Ichigo flash steps behind Byakuya. And he says, a miracle only happens once. Oh nah, this nigga different, bro. I don't know how many times I have to say this nigga is different. Understand that this nigga is different. They don't make him like this no more, man. Ichigo crafted from a different cloth. He's a different breed. And then Ichigo tries to stab Byakuya in the stomach, but he catches it with his hand. And then Byakuya is like, alright, bro, I got something for that ass. And Byakuya unleashes a domain expansion upon Ichigo and says this is the true form of Zenbone Sakura, and all these pink swords are now around Ichigo and Byakuya. And then these niggas start going crazy inside of Byakuya's domain. I'm talking about Mika all inside Zenbone Sakura. And then they clash again, but then Byakuya pulls out one of the swords that are surrounding them, and then he just stabs Ichigo in the foot. Ichigo's like, damn, I really didn't see that one coming, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then Byakuya slowly extends his finger out to Ichigo, puts it on that nigga's chest, and boom, bro. Just imagine Frieza putting the death beam up to your chest, up to your collarbone, right in your breadbasket, and then letting the yapper spray in your chest. Like, that was crazy. And Ichigo is stun locked. He's confused. He's perplexed. He's hurt. He got a hole in his chest now, a hole in his foot. Then here come my nigga White taking over Ichigo. And now I didn't talk about White like at all, or the foreshadowing for Ichigo's Hollow Mask transformation at all. And I'm sorry, but also you gotta understand, I didn't feel like looking for those tiny ass, little minuscule ass clips. But hey, we're here now. And Byakuya's like, hold on, you sound a little different. What's going on? Who are you? And White's like, don't even worry about my name. And then he just slashes the mess out of Byakuya. And then White starts spamming black Getsugas at Byakuya. Let me just take a little pause to say this, man. I just love how twirly White fights. Like, I love the little curves he does with his body and whatnot. I really like that. But Byakuya is blocking all of these Getsugas. He backs up just to be right behind White Ichigo, and White Ichigo grabs Byakuya by the shoulder and cooks that nigga with a Getsuga. Oh my goodness. But Ichigo starts to wake up like, hold on. This is my fight. This is my 1v1. Get your ass out of here. And he breaks the mask. After Ichigo breaks the mask, he's like, sorry, I don't even know what that was. And Byakuya's like, cool, don't even explain it to me, bro. I don't even care about you saving Rukia no more. I just want to end this fight, go home, and take a nap or something. This is crazy. And then Ichigo and Byakuya are both like, yeah, bro, we're going to have to finish this fight in one attack, because I'm tapped out, you look tapped out, I just want to go home, like I said before. They both clash. Byakuya says, alright, Ichigo, you win this one. Ichigo hits Byakuya with the I win, and then he passes out. Ended the fight. But yeah, man, that's how Ichigo soloed the Soul Society. But that's...
Alright, yeah, we gonna go ahead and end it off right there. Shit. Bruh. As you can already see, bruh, that shit was wild. That nigga Ichigo really sold that whole squadron by himself. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. Chat ain't really do anything. That nigga got fucking dropped by Shisui. Uryu, he did his little thing. But as you can see, it was mainly Ichigo doing that shit. Hey, can't expect nothing less from my GOAT. But hey, man, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to look at my fucking, what is it? It's the bio. Yeah, as y'all can tell, I'm a little fried. But yeah, it's the bio. Make sure to go ahead and fucking... Just go through my bio and go through my socials. Amen. Say man. I'ma see y'all later in this bitch. Peace.